If you're looking for a compact, budget-friendly laser engraver that still packs a punch, the Genmitsu Kortek might just be the little machine for you. In this review, I'll walk through its standout features, how easy it is to get up and running, and most importantly, how it actually performs across materials like wood, acrylic, leather, stone, and even stainless steel. We'll also talk about where this tiny engraver shines, where it falls short, and whether its ultra-low price tag makes it worth adding to your workshop. Welcome back to Hoffman Engineering, let's get started. But before we begin, this Kortek laser was sent for me to review by Sainsmart. As with all of my reviews, they aren't paying me for this review, and everything I say is my own honest opinion after using this laser for the last month. My videos do have affiliate links in the description, so if you're interested in anything you see in any of my videos, from lasers, materials, or accessories, you can use those links to help support our channel. We appreciate it. The Genmitsu Kortek is a compact diode laser engraver. Diode lasers produce a 455 nanometer wavelength visible blue laser light. Diode lasers are perfect for engraving natural materials like wood, leather, and stone, and also work well on darker acrylics and coated aluminum. Because it's a visible blue light, diode lasers will not work on transparent materials like glass or clear acrylic. The star of the show is the Kortek's laser module. It comes in 3 different versions, a 2.5 watt, a 5 watt, and a 10 watt version. I have the 5 watt version with me today, but if you need more power, you can always pick up the 10 watt version. The 5 watt laser module has a fan at the top that blows through the module to cool the diodes and help blow away the smoke. At the bottom is an orange polycarbonate safety shield that helps block reflected laser light. The front of the shield has a small slope which helps direct air from the fan out the opening at the back. The Kortek has an air assist nozzle installed and a convenient connection for the hose, but there is no air assist compressor included. Air assist forces compressed air down through the nozzle and helps blow away the soot for a faster and cleaner cut. I did all of my tests without using air assist, but you can easily add one yourself. The Kortek is a very compact laser engraver. It has a working area of 200mm by 150mm, and it fits in a frame that is only 335mm by 285mm, and weighs just 1.2 kilograms or 2.6 pounds. This makes the Kortek very easy to carry and bring with you, or store away when not in use. The 200 by 150mm work area is pretty small compared to many benchtop lasers, but it is still surprisingly usable. The footprint of the Kortek fits perfectly on a 12-inch by 12-inch sheet of plywood, so you can cut directly on them. If you do that, there's about a 2-inch band around the side that you can't get to. So what I tended to do was use some offcuts to go around the edge and hold the laser so that the working area was right up to the edge. This lets me efficiently use even an entire sheet of plywood. No honeycomb panel is included with the Kortek, but I would highly recommend that you pick one up. Get a panel that's larger than the Kortek, like a 350 by 350mm size. Then you can place your material and the Kortek right on top. That worked out well for me. The Kortek's X and Y axes are belt driven and use rubber V-slot wheels that ride in the grooves of the aluminum extrusion. The front and back panels are plastic. The cables are nicely cable managed using sleeves. The Kortek is designed for max speeds of 7,000 millimeters per second. On the front, we see the USB Type-B connection for your computer and the power input. The Kortek has offline engraving. If you save a G-code file onto the TF card, then the offline engrave button will let you frame and start the job, and the power button lets you turn on the Kortek. On top, we see the TF card slot and a USB port for the optional rotary attachments, and ports for an enclosure and exhaust fans. Focusing the Kortek is very easy. On the side of the safety shield is a little lever. Simply flip down that lever, unscrew the clamp holding on the laser module, and slide the module down until the lever rests on the surface you are engraving. Tighten up the screw, flip up the lever, and you are ready to start engraving. Very easy. With open frame laser engravers like this, you and everyone around the laser must be wearing laser safety goggles when around the machine. A 5 watt laser is still very powerful and could easily damage your eyes. Sainsmart includes a pair of goggles with the Kortek, so use them. The orange shield doesn't completely block the laser. Obviously, the entire backside is open, which aids in ventilation. However, on the other sides, there's still a small gap between the laser module and the shield. If you are standing over the laser, it's pretty easy to move into a position where you can see through that gap to see the laser while cutting. Don't stand over the machine, and always wear your safety goggles and you'll be fine. The Kortek comes entirely pre-assembled. You just need to slide in the laser module and plug in the cable, and you are ready to engrave. The TF card includes all of the software and drivers you need, as well as example files and suggested engraving parameters. That's great to see. The Kortek can use any GRBL compatible software, like LaserGRBL or LightBurn. Sainsmart includes a copy of CutLab X on the SD card. I found CutLab X pretty easy to pick up and create designs using. It even has a built-in box generator, which is nice to see. But you can create your designs, set your engraving parameters, and send it to the Kortek to cut. My favorite is still LightBurn. I'm a huge fan of LightBurn. It has everything you could possibly need, from designing tools to material test patterns. I did most of my testing using LightBurn, and it worked perfectly with the Kortek. I think LightBurn is well worth the license cost for anyone regularly using a laser engraver. But to get started, the free LaserGRBL or CutLab X will get you up and running cheaply, and you can always upgrade to LightBurn if you are starting to feel the limitations of the others. There's also a Genmitsu app for iOS and Android. You can connect to the Kortek's built-in Wi-Fi and use the app to design and send jobs to the Kortek. It was easy enough to learn to use, and it's an option if you want a simple way to wirelessly control your laser. So with all of the specs out of the way, let's take a look at how well the Genmitsu Kortek cuts and engraves. Wood is the Kortek's bread and butter. Running LightBurn's material test patterns on 3mm birch plywood, I was getting a cutting speed of about 230mm per second. That's what I'd expect for a 5-watt diode laser. Looking at the engraving speeds, you can get a dark surface engraving at about 60% power and 6000mm per second speed. Add more power or slow down the Kortek and you'll start to get deeper engraving. But cutting was very easy with the Kortek. This living hinge turned out great. Each line cut all the way through nice and cleanly. Without air assist, there is some darkening around the edges, but it's actually less than I'd expect for no air assist, so a compressor would clean that right up. My kerf test showed a kerfed offset of just 0.05mm. That means the laser dot size is pretty small, a sign of a well-focused laser. That small dot size means the Kortek excels at picture engraving. This picture of my dog Jack turned out excellent. With the kerf offset dialed in, this box is a snug fit. All pieces popped into place, and it held together without any glue. The smaller work area of the Kortek did mean that I had to cut all of the pieces out in a few different batches, but you are still able to cut decently sized objects from it. Diode lasers cannot cut clear acrylic, but it can cut black acrylics. The Kortek did an excellent job with this 3D print log keychain. The engraving came out with a surprisingly high contrast white, but I was able to cut through cleanly with 2 passes at 150mm per second speed. Leather also worked well on the Kortek. This leather bracelet engraved cleanly, with only the hint of darkening here and there. Again, without an air assist, I'd expect darkening to be pretty bad on leather, but that wasn't the case with the Kortek. Slate coasters are still one of my favorite materials to engrave, and these slate coasters turned out well. A nice white engraving on the surface, making the design stand out against the dark slate background. The Kortek can't cut metals like aluminum, but it can engrave away coatings from their surface. These coated aluminum cards are a great example of that. The coating came away easily and looks great. Stainless steel also works surprisingly well on the Kortek. You can't engrave into the surface, but by heating the surface, you can get different colored oxides to form. Normally, you need a more powerful laser to get colors from stainless steel. Many 5-watt lasers that I've tested haven't been able to achieve it, but the Kortek was able to get brilliant blues, as well as browns and oranges. I wasn't expecting that, but that's nice to see. In conclusion, the Genmitsu Kortek is a great laser engraver packed into a very small frame. It's the bare essentials of a laser engraver, without a lot of extra fluff. There's no autofocus adjustment, no cameras, lights, or enclosure, but it does come with a well-focused 5-watt laser that performed very well in my tests. The machine came fully assembled, so I was able to get up and cutting in minutes. And the flexibility of software, from the free CutLab X and the Genmitsu mobile app to full LightBurn compatibility, means you won't be limited on the software side. And the small form factor means it's easy to find a spot to stash it when not in use. With the 5-watt version and the relatively small work area, you won't be winning any speed competitions. Expect to split larger jobs into a few batches and do a little bit of shuffling around to be able to cut to the edges for the most efficient use of your material. The 10-watt and the 2.5-watt versions are also available if you need more or less power. But if you are looking for an entry point into the hobby, you can't go wrong with the Genmitsu Kortek. The Genmitsu Kortek 5-watt laser is on sale for $134 at the time of recording due to Black Friday sales. If you need more power, you can pick up the 10-watt version for $171. And if you don't need all that power, the 2.5-watt version is just $96. At $134, the 5-watt version of the Kortek is one of the lowest cost laser engravers currently on the market. If the small size doesn't faze you and you want to jump into the hobby without spending a fortune, then I could happily recommend the Genmitsu Kortek Laser Engraver. So thank you all for watching my review of the Kortek Laser Engraver. What was your favorite feature? What features do you think it's missing? Let me know in the comments below. And I have plenty of upcoming projects and reviews, so be sure to subscribe to Hoffman Engineering so you don't miss out on those videos coming soon. And if you are still in the market for a 5-watt laser engraver, why not check out my recent review of the Vivor A7 Laser Engraver? It might be just what you were looking for. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.